I had a Hazetac Balisong almost exactly like this one. Same color, Channel Devil. I loved it. And one of my favorite ballys. I like the weight of it. I really like the way it rings. And the way it flipped. I traded it away. I had an opportunity. Someone was looking for the Hazetacs. And I had a nice Bowie. And person wanted to trade me. I had to add a little cash, and I got a beautiful Hebel custom with Mokutai handles, Damascus blade, really ran on bearings, really beautiful bally. But I wanted to keep it nice. You know, I didn't want to drop it, flip it, and so I just kept it in a drawer. And kind of like the perfect girl you let go for a more beautiful one. I wanted my Hazetac back, just because it was I guess my favorite bally. So I figured if I could sell my nice Hebel custom and get a Hazetac back, so that's what I set out to do. And I put some feelers out, and I got this opportunity to get a used bally, almost the same. But it has a Western Tonto, one of the nicest Tontos in the business. Really love this this knife. And I've got a full review of the Hazetac channels, so check out that if you want to know more. But it's just part of the story of getting this Hazetac custom knife. Is that when I had the feeler out to get my Channel Devil back, I had contacted the maker as well and had an opportunity to buy a Hazetac custom. So here it is. I think this knife would look nice with anodization, maybe, but this is full polish, which is really cool. So here's a blade. It's a Japanese Tonto, or they also call it a Kuma blade. So full polish, Nitro V steel, which apparently is very nice steel. I found that Hazetac can work with any kind of steel. My original knife had F45 VN. This one here's got S35 VN. And this custom Carlo Kuma blade Katasong is Nitro V steel, which polishes really well and has a very fine edge. This is super sharp. Apparently they used to make razor blades out of Nitro V steel, very close to AEBL steel. So I think it was the right choice for this knife. Very tough steel. Its negative aspects are it doesn't hold an edge, but I'm not going to be cutting anything with this. So takes a polish, has a wicked keen edge. You know, when you order a Balisong from Hazetac, he'll ask you, what do you want, flipping sharp or stupid sharp? And this one's stupid sharp. So it has, here's the bite handle. It's got death in kanji. It's safe handle. It's got life. And then the Hazetac logos up here. There's custom pivots, which are nice. Some jimping here. There's the logo between the jimping, right on this side. It's a little bit longer than a basic knife. Has a little bit of length to it. And it flips great. I haven't had it that long, so I don't know it that well. But this knife has a nice ridge right here. Really nice for chaplains to turn it. This one is just smooth here. So I think aesthetically it's just astounding. But you know, grip-wise, you know, it's not meant to be. There's trade-offs in engineering and design, and aesthetically, this is just amazing. I mean, I don't think there's a better looking blade in the balisong business than this blade here. I know in the Japanese Japanese katanas back in the day, they used, the reason it had a slight curve is because they used different thicknesses of clay when they heat treated it and quenched it, and it would make the edge very hard and the rest of the steel, you know, more flexible, so the blade wouldn't break. Of course, that's not the case here, but they captured that so beautifully. And of course, this would be on a katana. This would be a silk wrap that comes out with the diamonds here. So it's a beautiful balisong, and it's a real balisong. It's got so this is a beautiful balisong. It's a real balisong. It has a crown spine, nicely rounded. This Hazetac here is very comfortable. It's just got a chamfered edge here. This is a crown spine. It seems like one of the nicest, prettiest blades in the business. A beautifully polished edge as well. Here's the Hazetac logo here, and Nitro V. So the seal type, I think, is usually engraved on all his balis. It's a little bit slippery because, you know, it's highly polished. So this is something. This is my nicest bali for sure. Just quite beautiful, and it's also something I can flip. I'm not too worried about protecting this. If it ever got banged up too much, maybe I could even repolish or even anodize. Of course, I'm going to treat it with a great deal of respect, but and appreciation. But it's meant to be used. So that's a brief overview of the Hazetac Katasong with a Kuma blade. Life, death. Here's a little bit of how the custom rings is as compared to the Channel Devil. They're both really just super amazing. A knife like this to me is a piece of kinetic jewelry. It's like having a Rolex watch or something. It's something super nice. And I like the fact that these knives are sharp. I enjoy flipping a sharp knife. It really demonstrates the skill, I think, for me. It brings out a lot of joy to know you can flip a sharp knife. And, you know, sometimes you need a plastic trainer so you don't scare people. And flipping knives is not about hurting anyone or using it as a weapon. It's basically a skill. People say skill toy, but that's kind of my point here. It's not a toy. It's a knife. It's a sharp knife. So it demonstrates some skill to be able to flip it around. And you suffer a little bit if you miss. So it's a hobby. It's like rock climbing. There's a little bit of danger involved. You have to be careful and do it right. So This one's sharp too. And this has got a point to them as well. So makes it fun. You'll find my skill level doesn't match the quality level of this knife, so you can leave that in the comments. But I wanted to show you guys that it was a real knife. Oh, getting stuck in my band-aids here. Seems to work nicely, you know. Oh, I bet that'll throw around nice once you get the feel for it. But I really don't want to throw it around much outside. There's no rocks here, so it's titanium and steel, and not much going to happen to it. And it's meant to be used, so not too worried about that. Sweet. This is a type of knife where you're really holding on to the handle. That long handle is a utilitarian, you know. You got a grip on that thing. And life and death and kanji, man, this is an incredible piece, you know. Be a nice farm implement. There we go. Oops. I think it throws around okay. It's just me being scared of it. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. So that's it. The Hazetac Katasong with a Kuma blade, high polish. I'll put a link in the description for Hazetac Balisong, Bally Jesus, Old School Balisong, Major Relish, and take a look. There's some of the great flippers, amazing designers, top end maker, and also top end modification people. So take a look out there if it's something you want. It's attainable, a thing of Great beauty, piece of kinetic art. Hazetac Balisongs.